supporting stories from the culture. My name is C.R. Capers. I am the founder and executive director of the Harlem Film House. The Hip Hop Film Festival is our flagship program, along with many other programs that we do throughout the year to support creatives who have stories to tell, to provide film economy, and to make sure that our stories are getting placed on the big screens and the small screens and even the smaller screens that fit in your hand. So your support here is the first step to being an activist in making sure that our stories are told in the way that we want to tell them, how we want to tell them, and to distribute them in the way that we want to distribute them. So round of applause for yourselves for being a part of the movement. Are the directors from the shorts here tonight with us? Savage, Flashback, Finessing. Are any of our directors here with us tonight? Please come up to the stage. We're going to have us a little talk back. We just need one more chair. My amazing and lovely stage manager. He has been here with us all week. We've been doing this for 10 days straight, y'all. 10 days. Yes. So, yeah, we just need one more chair. Oh, there he is. Please give him a round of applause. And this interview I am not going to do. I want to give the floor to a young man who is prominent. He works for NBC, and I think he is the cherry on top to do one of our closing night talkbacks. His name is Sheffic, and let's welcome Sir Sheffic to the stage. Sir Sheffic, the floor is yours. Yeah, your mic should be on the chair.
We just have one mic.
I do.
All right, let me just start by saying let's give CR a round of applause here because she does this year after year. I know what it takes, hard work, dedication, so thank you for doing this. Thank you to Schomburg, New York Public Library, everything like that. It's great for us to be here tonight. So, great films, first of all. You know,
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Interesting. First, let's introduce yourself.
I'm Party All Weekend.
All right, and name your film.
Savage.
I'm Phil P.R. Bryan. My film was Playback.
All right. All right, so unfortunately we don't have Finessen, director here, so hopefully if you want to follow up with Finessen and the director, reach out to CR and the people at Film Festival. Of course, you could reach out to people here too, and we could get you in touch with anybody. So first of all, again, it's amazing work that you two put together, and it's very different films, first of all. You know, and it's great to see prominent filmmakers out there trying to do great work out there. So I'm just wondering, first of all, this is short films that we're talking about. So is it a precursor to something you want to do as far as a feature-length film, or is the message really complete at this point?
Okay. Yeah, so with Savage, it is a precursor to something else that we want to do. At the end of Savage, if you had opportunity to see it, it says See Kim and Trill Summer. Trill Summer is a feature film that we're working on, where we'll take that character on another adventure, another journey. So just wanted to have Savage have some fun with that character and tease the audience about what's to come.
Well, it depends on what people say, what they think. For me, I'm always having to come up with new ideas and new stories. So I'm one of those people that likes to, once I do something, I say it, let's move on to the next story. But I have been hearing people say we need to see more. So not necessarily a film, but I would like to probably do like a series or something.
Okay. I kind of missed something at the very beginning of your film. You had some text in there about 250,000 women are missing. Could you repeat that at the beginning?
Yeah, the text said over 250,000 women go missing, predominantly black and brown women go missing. So what Savage was trying to bring awareness to was missing women, basically, especially missing black women, Hispanic women, Asian, Latino women. So Kim is a victim of that. Kidnapped when she was young, caught into some other things, maybe human trafficking. So it's just kind of showing like the side effects of what that kind of lifestyle can do to a young girl who grew up in that.
What about you?
Well, the message was basically don't waste your life, don't waste time. So I'm a child of escapist films. So when I grew up, I was watching like Beetlejuice on Monday, and by Friday I'm watching Crooklyn. So I always like to have escapism in my film. So the message in my film is basically don't waste your time and stop lollygagging around and get the stuff done, get what you need to get done.
All right. And it's kind of interesting watching your film because I was sitting there watching it thinking this could be a good method for recording artists to actually have short films as music videos, right? You're creating a different kind of art form, expanding it with a message, and have a different way to connect with the audience. Is that something you were trying to do initially?
Not necessarily. The story came before the music.
Okay.
And I wrote the song with my wife, and I did it with Busy B, who's in the audience, who played Kay. And
All right.
it was basically like, as a child of both who loves film and music, I like to try to bring both worlds together. So in a sense, yes, in a sense, no.
Okay. All right. So let's talk about the filmmaking process itself. How did you come about to kind of write a script like this? How did you bring it to fruition?
For me, like I said, we're taking this character on another journey in another film. So I actually wrote that film first. And then I was inspired by this story about Cardi B, how she, allegedly drugged some people and robbed them and stuff. And I was like, you know what, that'd be kind of fun to play around with that. So, so shout out to Cardi B, you know what I mean? So yeah, like that's where that inspiration came from. What I like to do, I like to make people laugh. That's like a dark comedy. That's probably the darkest movie I've done. But I like to make people laugh and also make them think, you know what I'm saying? So if I can make people laugh, that's kind of where that big inspiration come from.
Okay. So we have another guest joining us today if you want to introduce yourself.
Can you hear me? Good evening, everyone. My name is Benko, so I was the director of finessing. So I don't know where we jumping into.
Well, we thought you weren't here, but now that you're here,
Yeah,
of
no,
course,
I'm here,
thanks
I'm
for
here.
joining us. A great film and representing. So talk about your process. How did you come to get to that film together?
Honestly, it is the craziest film I've ever done. So the first day we had the entire crew. The second day the entire crew left. So it was just me, the sound guy, and the actors. So I actually directed and DP'd the entire film. We did it in 2 days. I flew to LA to shoot it. So my cousin produced the entire thing. But I absolutely, when I read the script, I just knew exactly how it was gonna come out, exactly what I pictured, how each actor was going to be portrayed within the film. He's such an amazing writer. Like his films essentially kind of reflect his life, and because I've known him since we were kids, he was my neighbor. It's kind of like I'm in his brain, so it's like anything he writes down, I can already picture it and how it's gonna be perceived. And so once you put me behind the camera, it just comes out effortlessly.
All right. So in your film, it's kind of interesting at the end. Of course, the leading character, she proclaimed that she was gay, and then everyone's message kind of changed as far as their demeanor towards the character itself. What were you trying to portray in that moment?
So in that moment, we always have an assumption about people. We kind of always assume we know them when we don't. And so this little twist was to show that like surprise of like you chase something that you want so much, but in reality, it's not what it seems to be. And so that little moment was just what I was trying to showcase, that, everything is not as it seems.
But everyone's reaction to that seems so utopian. Like you expected everyone to be all happy about their reaction. Is that really realistic?
Not really. I guess it's just a play on just what we can imagine, right? I'm not really always expecting people to react the same way. I just create what I feel, and if you find some emotion from that, then great. If not, then it's fine by me. I don't have any expectations when it comes to how you perceive it. It's just what I feel and just go as is.
And you talk about really perception of people, things like that. All of your films actually have that element of surprise going on towards the end or towards the middle, that it really shifts the dynamic of what we're looking at or what we expected in it. Especially your film, Savage, is kind of really is savage, you know. So I'm just wondering what truth comes from that writing that you have, that you're trying to portray in a sense. Is there some sort of real life anecdotes that you're trying to put in there?
This for me. You know, I would say honestly, when I write, I just let the characters tell me what they want to tell me. I just listen to them. If they want the story to go here, that's where we're going to go. If they want it to go right, we're going to go right. I don't try to force the story. I just let it come. I just hear them talk to the characters. They tell me what's up, and I just write it down. With Savage, honestly, I didn't know it was going to go there until we got there when I wrote it, basically. So it was a surprise to me. Hopefully it was a surprise to the audience as well.
And what about you?
The writing process for me was basically, I looked at, like how you looked at Cardi B, I looked at like young artists, drill rappers, a lot of artists that are coming up, and sort of the perception of this arrogance and what it would be like in a day in the life in that character, and just put them on this weird journey where time is messing with them, kind of Groundhog Day, Back to the Future kind of vibes. And I just wrote what I thought I would want to see if I watched a short film or even a movie. And that's how I always approach all my stories, is just basically what movies that I like when I grew up. Like, I want to give a new generation that kind of feeling of when they sat down and watched a film the same way I watched films back when I was a kid.
All right, good. I do want to mention we do have 2 microphones there in the back if anybody has any questions. You have a question here? I don't know if you're standing up coincidentally or not. No, you're fine? All right. So anybody have any questions, please stand up there or stand up there and I'll get you your questions, anytime. All right? So let's just talk about sort of the improv sense of the writing style. Was it all scripted, or did you have to really think of things on the spot? I know you mentioned like 2 days worth of work. Is that really a lot of planning beforehand, or you had to really get into detail?
So I actually learned how to use the camera in like 7 hours. And so it's just really quick. Some of the actors would always like forget lines. So it was just like, what do you feel is right? Rather than reading off the script, because some of the actors were, it's actually their first time being in a film. So I was working with them, and it's kind of a learning moment, because even on a professional scale, working with bigger people, those improv movements can always make a film better rather than take away from it, because you're molding this individual into the character that you've pictured into your mind. And so more so the second day was the biggest improv, just because I didn't have someone doing the continuity. So it was just like, all right, we need to get this done. Whatever is the best line you feel is right, let's just get it done and shoot it.
Same question. Yep.
Yeah, just like what he said, I'm sure we all know, all my filmmakers in here, that film is definitely improv city. Like, you get on set, you already have a plan, and then you get on set and they're like, fuck that plan. Either your cast members late, crew members don't show, so you just gotta improv and just be kind of fluid. I'm sorry if I can cuss, I don't know if I can cuss, but yeah, so like you just get on there and you just go with the flow. One thing I love about, like, for example, with Savage, we work with a comedian. His name is Mario Torre. He's a comedian in Atlanta. And I love working with comedians because they already are good at improv. And they already know how to think on the spot and just kind of go with it. And just like my man here said, I'll let my actors, the script is the meat and potatoes, but you can add the salt, pepper, cayenne pepper and all that you want to it. As long as you just follow the script, you're good. So yeah, I just try to be flexible, as fluid as possible, and let the improv, work in our advantage rather than our disadvantage.
I'll let you answer that right quick.
For me, we had I shot this in 2 weekends, and I tried to pick people that I know could deliver lines and act and all of that good stuff. But most of all, I want to have fun on set because I like to have fun when we're making films. Because if you're sitting there just working, it's just work. It's not fun, not passion. And so we had an instance in terms of our film where the final scene, you would have seen time take over someone else that wasn't the manager. It was going to be the producer who was going to get time. But the problem was that the contacts at the last minute wouldn't go in his eyes. So we had to we had to improvise, and it was like, all right, screw it, we're going to do it this way. And it kind of worked out at the end, and it kind of came full circle in terms of the story. So sometimes those little mistakes or those little improvisation times we have to be spontaneous, it works out. Because a lot of good movies, those things have happened in history. So I like to go with the flow of that.
All right. I think we have a question there in the back.
What's going on, fellas? Congratulations on screening your film. You guys all made some phenomenal films. My biggest question for all of you, what are some subjects or topics you would like to tackle in your next films?
I could say I would love to tackle colorism, particularly with women in the industry. Definitely human trafficking. That's really all I could think of. And sexual assault in college.
For me, I think it would be just a film about a relationship between fathers and sons.
I would like to dive into interracial relationships. I think our society loves the byproduct of interracial relationships, but we don't like the relationships in itself. And that can create identity issues within the children. And, are they white enough or are they black enough? And where do they fit in our society? And we kind of impose our own ideologies onto them, and that can go one or two ways. And I want to cater to them specifically because I'm an interracial child, and so I never felt like I was one or the other. So I always felt like an outsider. So to reflect that and really focus on that in itself is where I'm looking for in my next film.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right. Any other questions from the audience? Yeah. Go ahead.
Testing. Oh, shit. Good evening, guys. I didn't see all three films, but I'm sure the other two were great, so congratulations to you guys. My name is Bree Banks. I'm a writer for the Amsterdam News, and I actually have a question for Mr. P.R. Bryan because I did see your film. I love the concept of time, and this one quote that I really love that you include in the film, you think you can outrun time, in the end, time always wins. Why did you feel like it was so important to include that in this concept of time?
Oh, thank you for that. We all have a common enemy, all right? But it also is time is also a gift because time allows you to see things from one perspective from a point in time to another perspective at a different point in time. You can look back at something that hurt you, something that made you feel horrible, and then see the light in that. Or you can look back at something that was amazing and be like, you know what? That wasn't really that great. So the thing I like about time as like an enemy or antagonist in a film is that it's relatable to anybody. No matter if you're white, black, Spanish, Asian, it doesn't matter. Like you can always relate to time going against you or time being for your benefit. So it's like a universal theme.
All right, so we're out of time right now, but let's give a round of applause again. All right. Be sure to support these filmmakers, especially him. He's doing his feature length. Reach out to him afterwards. I'm sure you two are going to do some more great things. So thanks everyone for coming out.
Act Up. Those of you who've seen Act Up, been a part of Act Up, I thought it was absolutely brilliant. And it was the beginning of understanding how brilliant CR is. And so I, as someone who has spent about 30 years raising money, mostly for big capital projects, I said to her, I feel like you have the potential to take this to another level. I feel like you have the potential to stabilize it financially, and I would love to help you do that. So, I'm here just to say to you, first of all, I think everything I've seen as part of this organization is just mind-blowingly genius, and I think the world needs to know about it. So, if you have any resources, I'm not talking about money, so don't get tight and uptight and worried. Nobody's here asking you for money. And CR least of all likes to ask for it, right? But she needs it to do what it is that she's doing. She will eventually run out of resources if she's always bootstrapping this for you. So if you're benefiting from what she's doing, what I'm asking you to do is to reach out to her or to me and let her know. If you know someone who could be a spokesperson for the organization, maybe at a high level, maybe it's a celebrity, maybe it's another VIP in the industry who's willing to be an advocate and a shepherd. Not money, we're not asking anybody for checks, not yet. If you know folks in finance that you think might be interested in investing, because ACT UP has the potential to be a business and a very profitable business at that. So there's all kinds of ways that you can help without digging into your wallet, because I completely get it. Everybody here is trying to raise money for something, right? I understand. But CR is the one who's pooling the resources and building the ecosystem that helps you do that. And if you don't help her, she can't help you. It's not sustainable, right? So think about who you know. Think about resources, institutions. Do you know people in nonprofits and foundations? Do you know people in the industry who could be spokespeople and shepherds toward other resources? Do you know institutions that could be brand partners that could indefinitely partner with her around certain programs? That kind of thing. Anything you have, you'll be really shocked at how one little contact can then become the entryway to a much bigger opportunity for her. Let me just say one last thing. I'll be mingling later. Please don't come to me and say, can you help me raise money for my film? The answer will be no. I can't, unfortunately, I don't do that. I raise money for organizations and buildings. And so I'm very focused on CR. But I would love it if you came up to me and said, I know somebody. Here's a contact. You and CR can meet with this person, and that person might be able to help you with something. Even if you're not sure. Even if you're just thinking it might help. Okay, that's more than 30 seconds. I'm so sorry giving my time away, but thank you so much for letting me be part of this.
So, fun fact, the program ACT UP that she's talking about is kind of where everyone from Necessary Evil kind of met. Jaleesa, Brandon, Jamal, Kareem and Jamal met prior, but ACT UP is where Kareem honed his script. It's where he met his actors. And this is a program that's happening right here in Harlem for you, and anyone can come. It's an open mic for writers and actors. And tonight is proof positive that that program works, okay? So everything that Jen said is true. I don't like asking for money because that's not Jiggy, that's not Gucci. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't do that. But she's right. I want this to be sustainable, and I want Kareem and Jamal and Brandon and Jaleesa to continue to fly, and I want more of them. And we have more of them in the pipeline, but it's only with your help that we can do that. So to that end, I'm also bringing up my friend Sharon, who runs an amazing agency called Crystal Ship. She's the person that once she sees a room filled like this, she knows that it's a marketable product and that she can take it to distributors such as NBC, Netflix, overseas. She's done it for us countless amounts of times, and I think she might be able to do it again for this if we're lucky. Sharon, floor is yours.
Hi, good evening. My name is Sharon Parker Frazier. I'm one of the founding partners of Crystal Ship Artists. We are a talent and literary agency based here in New York. The agency was founded by two former ICM agents, and we believe that representation counts. And it is about taking down the barriers in this industry. And we believe in cultivating, developing, and representing our artists, our clients, and getting them the best deal, opportunities as possible. I love film festivals. I cannot tell you, I've been going to film festivals for many, many years. And when I attended the first hip hop film festival, I was like, who is this person that did this? I mean, I just showed up on a Friday night, just went to the first, literally the inaugural festival. And then I met CR literally within 60 days. I said, I've got to get to know CR. We met, we talked, and I said, we're an agency. We are BIPOC. We are a BIPOC agency, but we do represent a diverse slate of creators of all races and nationalities, etc. But we just believe in getting opportunities to get projects made, developed, shot, done, etc., etc. So way back in the day, I had an opportunity to work on a film called Above the Rim. And when I look across the street, on the day we shot the opening day, and I was, getting off the number 2 or 3 train, going to 135th and Lenox, literally, and we were shooting our first scene with Dwayne Martin, Bernie Mac. Anyway, it was just so exciting to be working on this, basketball film, and of course, Tupac and Leon and Tanya Pinkins. I'm just naming, of course, some of the actors who was in Above the Rim. So it's great to be here tonight. And again, thank you for supporting CR. We got to support this festival. It is so important. And I cannot tell you that film festivals count. They're relevant. You need to get your project seen. You need to get exposure. And you never know who's going to see your film. Like, I'm going to see your film tonight. Hey, I might say, hey, let's get you a deal. Let's get a distribution, on the road. So let's support CR. I want to see this hip hop festival, and Harlem Film House is a very important initiative. Right. Absolutely. And I also want to cultivate our women who are out here tonight, and of course our black men as well, and black women who are making these films, acting, directing. I just want to make sure we create a village so you can be on your way and get your opportunity. Thank you very much.
Y'all, she is so cute. She mad tiny, right? So like, I'm looking from behind the stage. She literally on her tippy toes, talking into the mic. I want to talk to you guys about love for 1 second, and we're gonna start the film. I promise, I promise, I promise. I love Jamal Hodge. I love Kareem Hayes. Wifey giving me the side eye. I love you too, wifey. I love Jaleesa Capri. And I love Brandon Shaw. Well, you know, Brandon's cute. I emphasize that because it is super important to understand why we do what we do, why the long nights matter. Because when you see your friends win, it makes it worth it. It makes you want to continue to sacrifice and do all the things you do to make sure that they are able to fly. Tonight, we are going to watch a thought that was in one man's head that he put down into a book telling his story and his experience, that he then went out and sold 150,000 copies. I don't know if you understand how powerful that is. 150,000 copies of a book. With no agent, with no publisher, just himself, his story, and his sheer determination to have his story told. Then to watch him walk in the doors of ACT UP and work on it, work with Jamal. Then meeting Brandon and Jaleesa, and then watching them work together. And then watching him work and talk with other community members. It was truly a sight to see. I am beyond proud, enthusiastic, and humbled to present to you tonight Kareem and Jamal Hodge's vision of Necessary Evil. nobody move. Nobody move, nobody get hurt. Sit down, sit down, sit down. Hey, yo. Sorry, I gotta break all the, foo-foo shishi right now. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. I need all the actors and cast to the stage. We're gonna have a little talk back. Yes. And while we get the actors and cast set up here on the stage, is Sean still in the building? Sean Antoine? Sean, I want to introduce you guys to the young men that won Best of the Fest this year. His name is Sean. Yes, actors, directors, everybody. Well, you know what? Let's do the actors first. And then we're going to have a private conversation with Kareem and Jamal. I want to introduce you guys to the young man that has won Best of the Fest this year. Our festival isn't like other festivals, wherein it's a popularity contest to win. If you win this festival, that means you are ready. And when I say ready, I mean we can walk you into any distributor. Why? Because not only do you have a dope-ass story, you built your brand. You have your connections. You work the streets. And we monitor that. So to win this festival means you are the best of the best for the year. You are the GOAT. I want our GOAT this year to say a couple of words. Sean, where are you? Sean up here? Where you at? Come on, Sean. Yes. We're going to get the actors set up. But I wanted you to be able to say a few words about your festival experience and your film Kingdom and where everyone can find you.
Well, first of all, I just want to give a shout out to Jamal and Kareem. That was a phenomenal film, y'all, right? So my name is Sean Antoine II. I'm a filmmaker born and raised in Harlem, New York. I met CR back in 2018 when I was filming my first short narrative film. And then from there, we just stayed connected. I continued to work on my craft. And then I ended up bringing a new film to her called Kingdom. So if y'all are from Harlem, some of you may know about Rucker Park, but there's been a tournament that's been happening in this community for just as long. 40 years will be happening next year. And I decided to tackle that project, dive in and immerse myself in that community, gathering archival footage from the early 80s of Harlem, and then just trying to put together something that the community could be proud of and that so many people outside of our neighborhoods could learn something from. So I just want to say thank you to UCR for giving a platform to independent filmmakers. Thank you to all of y'all. And thank you to all of y'all for supporting independent filmmakers. It's important that y'all come out, buy tickets, repost, and most importantly, hopefully open up doors for the cast and crew members that work so hard. So once again, congratulations to Jamal and Kareem and the cast and crew. And then CR, thank you once again.
Hey, yo. First of all, Dylan. Facts. Like, I think we all grew up with you from when we first saw you with Making the Band and who you were. And we were all in that struggle with you. So to have you on the stage tonight with the best of the best in independent cinema, that's a good look, my brother. That's a good look. So, that being said, I want you guys to introduce yourselves because I spent a lot of time with Jaleesa and Brandon, so I know them intimately, personally. They're my people. But I want to get to know you, and Imani, of course. I want to get to know you guys as well, and then we can talk a little bit about the film. You guys are so beautiful. Okay, let's start with dial-in, and then we'll come across and back row.
I'm gonna try not to cry. No, seriously. Hey everybody, welcome.
Bye, bye.
Bless up. The crazy part is I'm so used to this, but my nervousness is all the way. All the way. Because it's not a performance. I'm not DJing. This is, all right. I'm gonna keep it short. These are actors.
Yes.
Serious actors and actresses, serious about their craft. That's an honor to share the stage with y'all. This is a whole nother world. Mm-hmm. So I appreciate you and for accepting me into this. That means I did my thing.
You did good.
But Kareem, now, I'm from Grenada. My family's from Grenada. Jamaica half adopted me just because I'm a selector. So of course I was very in tune. Now Kareem, who wrote the book, he was explaining to me about fire. Now let me rewind a little bit. If it wasn't for this young woman's phone call, I wouldn't have even been in the movie. So Francesca called me, Fancy, and she said, "There's a movie, D, I think you can do it." And she had no idea. I'm like, a movie? Is it bread? Like, what? Like, you know. She's like, "No, these are good people. Check it out." Boom, boom, boom. I went down and I did exactly what everybody, you audition, and I went for it. Thank you. Thank you. Mazo, Haiti, sac passé. Respect. Now, and I'm almost done because I whole heap of people up here. Kareem wrote it, and the thing is, this is very close to home for him. This is real. And he was explaining to me fire. And it was so close to home. Fire didn't do nothing wrong. I'm here to defend fire.
Fire was set up.
No, I mean, like really, no, let's not even joke. Let's take this serious for a second. 2 seconds. This is his family.
Right.
Fire did nothing wrong. I'm hearing y'all laughing in the beginning. Like, no, Fire was happy to see Jamal and Supreme.
Yeah.
The nerve of you. Jamal Hodge, 5 stars. 5 stars. You put that to life. And thank you again. Next.
Lamar Slaughter. Now, before he say anything, I am so mad at his character. But he's so sexy that I have to pout because how can you be mad? It's like, God damn, like, ooh, wait a minute. Sir, your acting is Darth Vader level. And that is the biggest compliment I can give. The important thing about a villain, as a writer, you've won if you can make your audience empathize with the villain. And I knew exactly why your character did that, and you played it so well. Yes. We're going to talk about it, but please, go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
Oh man, yo, like talk about the F universe. The universe is great, but I like to say God is great. You know, I'm trying not to get cherry-eyed too, bro. You know, shut up. My lovely grandmother is here. My parents,
my son, 12-year-old son. I don't care. I don't care to drop tears, right? Like, Jamal, thank you. Kareem, thank you for giving me this shot. Kuala, thank you, because Kuala thought about me. I'm gonna tell you something funny. I was fire. I auditioned for fire. I ain't got a lick of Jamaican or Caribbean. But I tell you what, I said, give me a week, I'm gonna try it out. You know, and I went in there, yeah, boy, fire, and all that, you know what I mean? And, you know, I didn't get that part. But yo, everybody that was a part of this played their part, and I'm so glad that he got it, and they gave me that call and was like, he wants you to try for something else. Supreme. I said, I knew it. I was feeling like I could get that. And now y'all see me today on the big screen. I'm just grateful to be here, man. I'm grateful. I'm glad y'all enjoyed it. And be ready for more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Be ready for more. I'm gonna pass it along. Much love.
Fancy.
I got one. Thank you. Hi, everyone. What's up? So my name is Francesca Fancy Mars. Most of the people in New York know me by Fancy Mars. I've been grinding for years. And actually, I have a funny story too, because nobody knows that, well, there's a few people that know. Kareem been pushing this book for over, 10 years now? What the new people don't know is Kareem is definitely part of hip hop culture, okay? We both used to host beside each other, and he used to promote this book as we were hosting. So I've known about this book for so long. So once he called me and was like, yo, I need you to be in this film. It makes sense. He was there with me from the beginning. I was like, absolutely. By this time, I already put in all my work as an actor. People know that I'm serious. So I'm like, absolutely, I'm always going to support you, Kareem. I appreciate Jamal. I met Jamal through Kareem, and he is phenomenal. You guys see that quality. That don't just come easy. That's years of practice and training, okay? I was so blessed to meet Brandon and Jalissa throughout this process. I already knew Lamar, and I already knew Dylon. So once I started seeing everything, because I worked as crew, and I worked as an actor, and I was able to see so much. You too. You a star too. Okay? Oh my God, I'm shaking, because this is hip-hop's 50th anniversary, and I am a part of hip-hop culture. I am a part of acting culture. I love everything about entertainment world. So this means so much to me to even be able to get a role as China. Y'all don't even know who set up China. Y'all think that Dylon was messed up? Y'all don't even know who set up China. But I'm gonna leave it alone. You guys have to, Yeah, I'm not gonna say nothing, but her setup was crazy too. I said Dylon? Oh no, my bad, I ain't mean to even say that. It's Lamar. Oh wait, I ain't mean to say that either. I'm gonna pass the mic. I'm gonna pass the mic.
Okay, I just want to say God is good.
All the time.
Amen, amen. I just wanted to give another round of applause for both Jamal Hodge and Kareem Hayes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Going on half a decade, bro. We met at the Hip Hop Film Festival, and I remember one of the first things you said to me, Kareem, is that you wanted me to be your lead, and then Jamal said, stop that, we're gonna have him audition. And so, from that day, we've just been building a brotherhood, and I am forever grateful that you guys have taken me under your wing and have taught me so much. Outside of acting, just getting into my masculine traits. So I'm very just grateful that you guys have taken this chance on me. I pray that I've done justice for you and that we just keep on building. I love you guys.
I just wanted to say that I am so thankful and grateful for this opportunity to tell and be a part of your story, Kareem. Like, this means the world to me. Like, I love acting. Like, that is my passion for forever. So to be able to tell untold stories is like a dream come true. Thank you so much, Jamal, for taking a chance on me. Thank you for pushing me to my limits. Thank you for calling out my BS when I tried to BS. Thank you. Like, to be amongst this extraordinary cast means a lot. You know, you can get jaded in this business with things that happen. So to have this reinvigoration of joy and passion and all the amazingness that comes with this, I am so grateful to you, CR. I love you. I love you too. And like, you know, the community that you have been fostering is amazing, and like, you keep us going. You keep our spirits high. I wouldn't have met these lovely gentlemen without ACT UP that I love, you know, and yeah, I just want to say I'm grateful for this opportunity. I'm grateful for all that is to come. And y'all are family. Like, this is family. Like, from the bottom of my heart, I'm grateful and so overjoyed. So thank you.
Right. So, in the interest of time, because I want to get Jamal and Kareem up here at least for 10 minutes, if the building will allow. If you guys can just tell us your names really quickly and where we can find you on socials, and I know we'll have an opportunity to have plenty of more conversations. But please, tell us your name and where we can find you.
Okay, so my name's Imani Bruno.
Woo!
I played the role of Fat Pat, and facts. You can find me on Instagram, Griotz, Griotz.
My name is Brandon. I play the younger version of Jamal here. Thank you. And my Instagram is also B_NYC.27. So thank you, appreciate it.
I'm Osundu Tambo. I played Assassin number 1. And before y'all like send the death threats and all that, because I know I pissed some people off, just don't forget, I gotta die later, okay? So you can't kill me tonight. Right? Remember that. You'll find me on IG at Master Osundu Tambo. And yeah, it's Jamal, thank you for taking the chance on me. Kareem, man, thanks for trusting me with having some part in bringing your vision to life. And man, I love this cast. It's my brother here. Man, it's just amazing to see, to have a hand in that kind of work. You know what I mean? And I fell in love with this brother's work when he shared that he was in the first season of. He directed the first season of Primal Instinct, was it? And when I saw it, and I saw the quality of it, I was like, wow, I got to work with this guy. And so glad we did. So looking forward to more. And that's it. Thank you.
What's up? How y'all doing? Yeah. Young Supreme here. Name is King Brandon Smith. You did your thing, bro. Shout out to everybody. You guys did your thing. Kareem Hayes, Jamal Hodge, thank you so much for the opportunity. I can't thank you guys enough, and I hope I delivered, and many more to come. And y'all can find me on Instagram at King Brandon.
Amen.
Mike Ray Anderson, I'm the other guy that y'all probably hate. Played the other assassin, the only light-skinned Jamaican in the film. From Kingston, man. No, but yo, Jamal, Kareem, it was definitely a beautiful honor when Jamal called me up, man. I mean, the story is that I worked on Primal Instinct with him, a TV show. and I was one of the actors in that, and I played a hitman in that. So he called, we was on set talking, and he was like, yo, I just want to test your range out because you got this crazy look, you got this and this, that, and I want to test your range out. Fast forward about a year later, he called me, he's like, yo, I got a role for you. I was like, what is it? A hitman. All right, you testing my range out. All right, cool. All right, yeah. But no, man, salute to the whole cast, man. I appreciate the energy. I'm a full-time actor and film producer, so it was great to be on such a professional set. It was great to be, just entangled with the family that brought that talent, because Kareem's story, man, I was able to connect with him because I'm a former death penalty offender. I served 17 and a half years on a life sentence. So when I connected to this movie, I was like, yeah, all right, whatever you need me to do. I had a busted kneecap and everything that day. I went up those stairs. Y'all see all those stairs we went up? Remember that day? My kneecap, I was like, bow, knee giving out left and right, you know what I'm saying? 51 years old, I had to do it though. I was like, yo, let me perform. But no, man, I love y'all, man. I appreciate the opportunity, man. I love working with you all. I love what we created. Hey, yo! You can find me on Instagram at MikeRaeAnderson. That's Mike Ray Anderson, Ray spelled with an E, on Instagram, y'all. Peace.
Hello. My name is Ryan Conway. I played Young Fire. First off, I just want to thank everybody. I want to thank my mom, my dad.
Yay, Mom!
I want to thank Jamal and Kareem. Working on this, it was great, man. It was my first acting gig. I was small, so you know how that is. So I was really nervous. I am now, but I'm just really thankful for where y'all put me today. Thank you.
Okay. I'm going to have my front cast. I'm going to have you take these back row seats. I'm going to ask Jamal Kareem to come up. We're going to have a really quick conversation. And my supporting actors, you guys can take your seats back in the audience.
I didn't get to say that I want to thank my mommy too. Thank you for always being super supportive. Thank you for watching my baby during all of this. Thank you for being amazing.
Okay. We got some things to discuss. Now, we probably got about 5 minutes left. I know, I was trying. But before I ask you a couple of questions, no, let me do it this way. I did not watch until today because I wanted to see it in its glory, and I wanted to see it just like everyone else. So when I was like, hey, yo, that came from the depths. This is a love story. I love love stories. This is a really big, bold, bodacious, violent love story, and it starts off with the love between childhood friends. Someone feels betrayed, and betrayal will lead you to do some amazing things, right? But at the core of this is love. Kareem, why a love story? Why this love story, and why now?
Because I love spirituality, and the truth of the story is, while I'm watching it play on screen, I'm watching 3 parts of me battle each other. So I think that a lot of people that come from our community or different places have that conflict, and I wanted to express something that showed that. And I also think that Black love is really important. My wife is right there. She's part of my support system. And a lot of times in cinema, we see like a battle of the sexes, a battle between Black men and Black women, and not enough times we see the portrayal of really strong, supportive Black women who kind of have their man's back. And I felt like that was very important to show right now.
Yeah. Now, while I understand why Supreme is this angry that he would take these extreme measures against people who actually love him for real, where is his accountability in his actions? Is that something that will come to the light once we get this deal? Hint, hint.
No spoilers.
No spoilers?
No spoilers. No spoilers.
Okay. Damn it. I tried. But how you set it up allows for anyone's mind to take this story and be like, yo, I understand. Yo, from Imani's character, when he rolled up on him behind him and juked him, right? That. Then the kids. It's so many. And then Brandon and Jaleesa, like, I want to know how he got into this metaphysical journey. If you get the opportunity to get this funded for real, which is the goal, how expansive will you make this universe?
Well, I want to do a mini series. You know, I think a mini series will be good. What y'all think? Y'all think I should do a mini series? We should do a.
And y'all
like 4 episodes. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now, y'all gonna leave Brandon alone. Y'all gonna stop messing with my friend. Every time y'all put him in something, he got to fight to save his life. I'm tired of y'all messing with Brandon and Jaleesa. All the time. Let's take it to, I want to ask Jamal some questions. Jamal, what was the toughest challenge directing this? Because one of the things they tell you is never work with your friends, never work with your family. This is.
But that was easy though, because we weren't friends at first. It's like throwing over the journey of this movie, he became my brother. He became beyond friends, he's family. You know what I'm saying? I'll bleed for this dude. And we suffered. We seen a lot of ups and downs. We always kept the faith and we pushed through. I mean, the only difficult thing in making anything is, I don't want to say being a little bitch. No, but it's really like being afraid. Fear is the mind killer, right? As they say. So it's about just having enough courage, like I like to say, to be vulnerable enough to live your truth. And for me as a director, I have to be whatever each of these amazing actors need me to be so that they can get to places that they don't know that they can go. And it's just about leading while being led. That's like the real secret. Being a servant leader is the real secret to, it's the hardest thing, but it's the most rewarding thing. Because you know, directors, we got big ass egos. So it's kind of being able to put that to the side. That's always the challenge.
I am always in awe of how you guys work as a team, particularly marketing-wise. You guys filled this entire theater with supporters and people who just heard about it. Speak to that process a little bit.
Well, I'm gonna speak to some of it, and Kareem should speak to some of it as well, because he's a big part of that. Because you know he started a whole franchise. It's been around for a while. He got people with tattoos, necessary evil on their face. Nah, not on their face, but on their arms, on their ass. I don't know, like all over, right?
Did you say on their ass?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Who knows? We was fanatics. He got some fanatics. But I mean, I think what works for us is that, as you can see, we're some beautiful black people of color, I should say. And we really care about the community. All of us has done community service. We're always out in the streets. We're always giving back. So it's great that you guys came here to give back to us and to share this experience. Because that's what we need, some reciprocity. Yeah. We need to support each other. So it's beautiful to see. And then a lot of other things is just being savvy, being like UCR at the head of technology, always being at the cutting edge, supporting each other, being around people that know more than you do. You know what I mean? So things like that, I would say, and having a diverse coalition of friends and people that you pour into. Because diversity is not just helping people that look like you, it's also helping people that think like you, or move like you, or who believe in the same things you believe in. So that's all on my end. You can talk about the more practical things, Chris.
Yeah. How we filled the stadium? I mean, Queens, Jamaica Ave? Jamaica Ave. Where y'all at? Okay. Yeah. So I don't know, man. I sold a lot of books in the street, in the rain, in the snow, in the cold, and a lot of times, you could clap for that. Yep. A lot outside, and a lot of times that's part of the place where I learned where I was made of. And you know, my community, y'all came out and y'all supported, man. We're supporting each other, and this is a win for everybody. You know what I'm saying? This is a win for my good friend Dupreme, who I wrote part of the book on his couch. This is a win for my man Polo, who I got on his nerves because I'm always trying to sell him sweaters and hoodies on the block. This is a win for my man Shooter, who came out, stood on the block on 125th Street with me and supported me that whole time. Like, this is a win for Kalandra, right? How you doing, Kalandra? She would come to the festival just to make sure I was drinking water, right? So, you know, this is a win for all of us, man. For anybody that comes from that place, that's willing to get it out the mud, that's saying to themselves, yo, you know what? I'd rather swim than drown. I'd rather fight than die, right? Because you can have a fight or flight mentality.
That's right.
And my mindset is fight, right? Because my father's right here, my mother's right there, and all I did growing up was I seen my parents fight to overcome adversity. So I have a certain pride to myself. I know what they instilled in me, and I knew that my destiny was not to be in prison or in a jail cell or shot down dead in a grave. I knew that I had to do something for my people, for my community, and more so for myself, for my integrity, what I owe myself, what I owe my dream. And I knew that the next level of doing the book was actually making it something that was visual that people could experience. And, you know, this man is an amazing brother. And what I love about him the most is that he's willing to hold me accountable. And what I love about me worse is I'm willing to eat accountability and do it right. So, you know, that's it. I almost cried, almost.
You deserve to cry. You deserve to feel. No.
Yeah, Queens.
Nah.
Queens are always
You
crying.
know what
man.
happens? You know what happens when you hold back joy?
Yeah.
Tears of joy. It forms a mass in your body. Your body responds to that. It's almost like, you know, when a clam gets a piece of sand in its shell, it forms a pearl. For us, that's deadly. Let your joy out, my brother.
Yeah.
Let it out.
Take off the mask. Cry.
Yeah. Just don't do it in front of me, because I'm going to clown you. I know we got to get out of here, and there's so much that I want to say and talk and discuss. And I think that we should start a podcast or something. And I'm going to commit that to you. We're going to plan it out, and we're going to start a podcast. If you guys are okay with that.
I'm interested.
A free podcast. And, you know, we'll push it out so that folks can stay up on the characters and everything like that. People can call in and ask questions, and we'll figure it out. Very quickly, 30 seconds or less, what do you need to take this to the next level? What do you need?
Well, I mean, what we need is, of course, support. First of all, we need a community to show up. We need connections to certain networks. We're already in talks with certain people. Certain people hit us up already, but we're always looking to have communications. We want a buying war. That's what we looking for. But like, yeah, you know, we just need support. We need financial support. We did this with almost nothing, but we had great support from Shashama.
Yeah, Shashama.
They looked out for us. You know, I don't know if she's in the building, but I also want to shout out our crew, Naquan, Christina. I think she's in the building. But like, I just want to shout them out. But we just need support from the community. We need money. We all need money, you know, and we just need an opportunity to sit in those rooms and have the conversation, because this brother right here, he's a writing beast. So we have enough content for like the next 5 to 6 years around this franchise. So we just need to have that conversation, to sit in those rooms.
And we will do our best to make sure it happens. Thank you guys for. Yeah. Go ahead.
So look, all right, well, just one last thing. We're having a rap party for the actual, like, so everybody that came here, you have a chance to come to our event for free, and you'll get to eat for free and listen to music and have a really great time. But Nelly, where you at, Nelly? Okay, so make sure y'all talk to Nelly and get your information to Nelly, because it's a private invite-only event, and it's only for the people that came here, right? Because we're building community. Yeah, building community.
So what we'll do is Nelly,
stand up, Nelly.
Nelly, if you can stand up,
They gonna
head
fuck
out
you
and
anyway.
sit at the check-in table. So everybody, as you are leaving, make sure you give your information to Nelly so that you can join us at the rap party.
It's next Sunday.
Yes,
Next Sunday.
next Sunday. Hold on, guys. Hold on.
Hold on. Where y'all going?
We have one
One
comment.
more.
Yeah, dude, chill out, dude.
One comment. Yes, there's a microphone up there. We won't be able to do Q&A tonight, but
Yeah.
we'll take Mom's comment and then we'll wrap. Be patient, guys. And as we're getting that, I want to say 100% thank you to the Schomburg.
Yeah, thank you, Schomburg.
Yes.
Thank you.
We love you.
Thank you to the Schomburg. Thank you to the crew. Park Boulevard. You guys have been absolutely amazing these 10 days. Thank you to DJ Nina Crease. Thank you to Mega Meech. Thank you to Chase Bank. Thank
Yes.
you to everybody that had a part and a hand in these 10 days. And thank you to all the filmmakers, writers, directors, producers,
Thank you, Hot Cinema.
screenwriters. You guys are absolutely amazing.
Thank you, Hot Cinema.
Thank you, Hot Cinema.
Thank you, Hot Cinema.
Hodge Cinema, yes.
All right. I want to congratulate every last one of you because you all did a
That's my mommy.
Yeah.
Hey.
I also want to say, y'all start from scrap. And most actors, like in the big business, they're going to the studio and they started like that, $100 of dollars, and some of their movies don't even be as good as your movie. Who start from scrap, you know? So that goes to show you your minds are always higher in thinking and doing all the things you can. Because if you tell a lot of people that you wasn't in a studio, they will say, where this movie come from? This is fantastic, you know? So you all always got to give yourself credit and continue to do the best you all can and keep it going because you all are doing a great job.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mom. Love you.
Thank you. So everyone, take pictures. Put it on social media, what you saw here tonight. Tag your favorite streamers, your favorite actors. Let it be known what you experienced here tonight, and it was just a taste. Let them know you want more, and let them know that you want the rest of the world to see themselves on the screen like you saw yourself tonight. We thank you for joining us here at the 8th Annual Hip Hop Film Festival. We love you. Thank you. God bless, and good night.
Thank you, everybody, for supporting our film. Brooklyn, we outside.